Hello again. As you can see today, I am sort of in the dark here in the furnace room of the basement of the house. This is the old school porcelain pull cord lamp holder operated by a pull cord. I pulled it out the other day, turning off the light when I was firing the wood stove. It stayed on, so I was able to run the lamp temporarily just by screwing the bulb in and out. Well, that gets old. So we're going to take this bugger apart, see if it's repairable, and if not, fortunately I got a bunch that I have not thrown away, even though I probably shouldn't hang on to all that old crap. So we'll take the bulb out. This is an old Philips LED they used to sell at Home Depot. I put this in 2012 and it is fantastic. Very bright, not yet burned out. A very good bulb. So obviously discontinued because it was not super cheap. I did screw it in. The bulb was lit. I went to the breaker panel, found the breaker associated with the circuit that this light was on, and I did turn it off, so the power to this circuit is off. Always turn off your power first and find a way to confirm it is off, either by a light lit or if it's on outlet. I usually plug in a radio and obviously the noise will stop when the circuit is dead. So let's take this bugger down. This is one of the sockets where you give it a little bit of a spin. It's kind of got the keyhole set up. Bring it down without removing the screws. Go in here, everything is Phillips fortunately, so we can just use the zip. There we go. Got that off. And, So we'll take this thing over to a more convenient area and try and tear it down, or perhaps throw it away. So I'm more accustomed to the older style that would have the nose section here. I don't know if it's called the nose section. Would just simply screw off and you would pull the whole mechanism out. But down inside here there's some Phillips screws, and I believe that if I take those out, these tabs will come off and then the assembly will pull out. So we'll give that a try. So that separated the little metal piece from the dealio on the bottom here. And as you can see, the chain broke. So we'll try and pry the chain loose of the arm. I'm going to say in all reality, these things are made to throw out. I'm going to do some looking. I think I might have a splice someplace for the ball chain. Perhaps we can just repair it that way. Okay, so after wasting just a ridiculous amount of time, I found one of the little couplers that can be used to put the little ball chain together, and I'm hoping to use it as like a repair link. Hook that together like so. Now the repair link is on the mechanism. The amount of time it took me to find this, gone to Home Depot and bought a new one. So on these pull cords, there's always this little jobby to stop it from going too far, which is great because it's going to make it just a joy to try and couple up that chain. Bit of a delicate process for these fumbly hands. Okay, so the repair coupler is in place. Now, so that's in place. So we'll put the threaded lamp holder inside the porcelain lamp holder. I think I'll use the manual screwdriver to try and get this started. So that's one screw. And this side. So the other side of the screw actually holds, depending on what terminology you want to use, it's the silver conductor. So you can call it the common or the neutral. I'm going to cheat and use the magnetic holder from the Zip Zip. Try and get it in place. Okay, we're screwing that back together, and that holds the inner workings in the thingy. And I was fearful that the repair link this was not going to be a good idea. As you can see, it gets bound up. But it's trash. Doing what I should have done in the first place, simply replacing the broken fixture. Pull down the screws. And I've got a second-hand or salvaged unit that I took down when I put some different fixtures in my car shed. So make sure we have this. Of course, the fan on the wood stove kicks on when I want to talk. So the white goes to the silver or common side. And then the black goes to the gold. I am not any sort of real electrician, so hopefully my terminology is somewhat accurate. And then we work the wires. One important thing to do is always throw at least one screw onto the ground. The wires are hooked back up. The screws that hold the fixture to the box are back in place. And once again, we have a functioning light. An important lesson of this project, I believe, is if you've got some old stuff laying around the same as the stuff that's broken, throw the broken stuff out. Don't spend a day repairing.